Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the James and Sunda Show.
You look so handsome tonight.
You're only saying that because you want me to say how good you look.
Well, it's
and
not.
And look at how good she looks.
Well, obviously we have a new stylist, Jocelyn Young, who's made me pour myself into this dress. We don't know how we're going to get ourselves out of this, but we're going to find a way. There's a scissor somewhere.
Well, that's why we're running a little late today. It took a while to get you into the dress.
Well, let's not talk about having scissors because that would be a weapon. And our weapon of destruction, ladies and gentlemen, on the strip was loss of our money. That was the weapon. Money was the weapon. We had so much fun. There was so much action going on. How many times did I have to do a change?
A change? I mean, go get change, go to the actual cashier and get change so that we could break the hundreds to play the slot machines. Let me tell you how she thinks I'm the gambler, but this is what she asked, just because we're going to go back to Vegas today, and what Sunda asked me to do the other day was true mental illness. You asked me to Google the slot machine that you liked so that you could just see it and hear the music from it and find it on YouTube.
I wanted to do it for the show.
You wanted to do it on the show.
Right, with the leprechaun with the gold coins.
So now we're watching other people play slot machines on YouTube. That's
what he did to me, took coins. It
was very stimulating.
It was very stimulating.
It was very arousing.
Nobody could get there, yeah. There was no sex involved. Let me just tell you that. I have no interest in sex when that leprechaun's around, okay?
No, the gambling experience is greater than the sexual experience.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
So.
Except when my kid called and was like, can I have a play date? It was like, hold on.
Funny thing is, if she had won when the kid called, she would have been like, I need you to call back every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Because you get a little superstitious.
Well, I was raised with Italians, and they make you do things like that. You're superstitious whether or not, yeah.
The amazing thing about me is, like, it really does help you with your neurosis because the machines are filthy. People are touching them all the time, and I'm touching them. I couldn't care less.
But you didn't lick your hand.
I didn't lick my hand. When have I ever licked my hand?
It would have given you good luck.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, why are you telling me this now? You should have told me then.
Oh my God, so much excitement on the strip, just seeing the people and seeing how much people get into being Vegas people. You know how there's people who are vegans? These people are Vegas, and they are not ashamed. These are new, this is new, this is new.
But even like the tourists, you know, I think people come to Vegas and they make a decision that they're either going to be who it is that they wish they were, or they're going to be like their true selves, because they are not behaving like themselves.
No,
neither were we. Neither were we, no.
Like we were nice to each other. Interestingly enough, we had an opportunity to interview the former lieutenant governor. Right, she was a former lieutenant governor of Nevada.
She would have gotten there on her own.
Right,
but we just don't have a lot of time.
Guess what? He said the former lieutenant governor of Vegas.
I did? I just said that? No, I didn't.
You said that day.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
But she was a former lieutenant governor of Nevada, and to see a woman in power was just phenomenal. You know, all decked out. She was, you know, just a diva, and she had control, and she was kind enough to invite us to a restaurant afterwards.
Her own restaurant, yeah, with tremendous Italian food.
Like Jersey Italian, good Italian food.
Good Italian food.
I'm hungry right now thinking about it.
So hungry, yeah. If only we could eat right now.
And we actually, John came with us, and we just had it was a very bad fallout. I have no idea what triggered him.
Although we don't recommend the viewers at home to eat during the show, because you may get sick.
No, you may miss something. So you don't want to ever miss a moment of James and Sunda, because you never know what's going to happen. I may say something too quick. You might want to hit your DVR and go back, go back. How many times have you had to go back to say, what did she say?
I have to go back to try to...
What did she say?
Put the puzzle together about what you're talking about. I hear what you're saying.
You know what happens?
It's just sometimes you confuse me.
But I can do 5 stories at one time. I'm multitasking stories. I'm talking about Paprika. I'm talking about John Klein. I'm talking to people that don't even belly. They're not even here today.
Okay, but on a separate note, we were told before we started this that they could not find enough footage of us fighting to make an entire segment.
Which is a good thing.
That means we got along in Vegas.
Oh, James, you are definitely.
It brought out the best in the both of us.
He was so nasty. He was just in such a mood.
No, I
want to walk on this side of the strip. Okay, so we won't walk on it. I said, but James, there's no people.
No, I don't remember this at all. I just remember that we got along.
We can ask John. We can ask John.
John said.
We took the walk. There were no people to interview. There was nobody there. And that's why James liked it. We were just walking and walking and walking.
That's what I live for.
And I couldn't
just walk and not talk to anybody.
Right, to not talk to anyone.
I don't understand this part.
That's what we said.
That
we
didn't
said, why
happen.
are we walking when there's no people?
There were people everywhere. What do you mean? It was like the Vegas strip was empty?
It was on that side of the strip. It was empty. And
no, it wasn't.
May I throw to John right now?
Throw to John.
John, were there any people on that strip?
5 people. That's a show. That's all you need is 5 people. There are 5 people to interview.
They did not want to talk to us.
And they could have been the most fascinating 5 people ever, but you wanted to be on the other side of the ship. No, my feeling was we had done the other side of the ship. It was time to try the other side of the ship, and I don't know, and you.
I went along with it so there would be no argument. We wanted to prove to you that James Harris, Dr. James Harris, sometimes you're not 100%.
Sometimes I'm 99%.
Right, he was
Sometimes.
99%.
I was 99%.
So it doesn't matter. It was just exciting to be there anyway. And I keep using the word exciting because it was amazing.
It was amazing. Oh, it was amazing and exciting. And today, on tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to show you some behind-the-scenes footage of Sunda's day at the Dennis Bono show, which is a big show in Vegas. He's got his own show at the South Point Casino.
With a couch.
With a couch.
Huge couch.
Sunda just wants a couch.
I want to sleep.
Do you want this show to have a couch next season? Do you want a couch?
It depends on what my raise is.
Depends on what your raise is.
It depends.
If they give you more money, you take a nap on the air.
I would take a nap on the air.
You would take a nap on the air.
That would probably be very ugly, but that's okay. What I'm saying to everyone is that if you do go to Vegas and you do have a chance, make sure you do visit the Dennis Bono show. It's hard to get tickets, but you can do it. If you mention our names, you never know what can happen. And make sure you go to Bootleggers, which is only a few miles away, that has great Italian food. And being from Jersey, we care about Italian food.
Okay, so is that it? That was quite an endorsement.
Hey, listen, I'm going to endorse these people who are the...
Sounded like a commercial.
I had no idea that there were so many fans that were contacting me. And I know it's against policy, but the Medinas are working hard to get me out there.
The Medinas are working hard.
We have no idea who they are. It's Gwenny, and their anniversary is on my birthday, but they send me an email every day, when are you coming back to the Dennis Bono show? Right. So if you work for the Dennis Bono show, I'm available.
Thousands of people saw her in Vegas. 2 want her to return, ladies and gentlemen.
3, including me.
No, they loved her.
But to go out of their way to contact the director of development, that's very nice. More than you would do.
She touched a lot of people. No, come on. I'm just joking. Millions of people want her back in Vegas, in a sense. In a sense. No, they do. They want her back. You were killed. You killed it on the Dennis Bono show. Like, that was a tremendous.
Let's come back.
Let's come back. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. One of the best experiences we had in Vegas was when you performed at the Dennis Bono show.
I loved it. They were fantastic, and they were
sold out, standing room,
and all dedicated audience members to The View. I mean, they loved The View.
They all knew her from The View. This guy has a tremendous show at the
ABC.
South Point Casino, right?
Yes.
He's got a packed showroom. He basically interviews people who are working in Vegas that week. It's a great show, and we met so many people backstage
who came to see us after the show.
Who then came to see us.
And James had a few new fans, new followers, we can say, that came after the show to see him. I don't know what happened.
Let's say we all came after the show.
I went back to my room. Let's just put it that way.
Hello there.
I left it alone.
She left it alone. Yes. She's clean of all of the
I have nothing to do with what happened to him and the showroom girl.
Is engulfed with. Sunda has no. She only sort of like brings me to the trouble, and then she runs away.
I have to run away. You know what I say? Walk away. I walk away.
I want you to meet this lunatic. I want you to meet this dangerous person. I want you to meet this madman. And then she goes, I only introduced you. I had nothing to do with it. I don't know why you still do it. Yeah, so
I did. I left him with a new one who had to be. I think that her boobs were taller than her, but that was interesting.
I didn't notice.
Of course.
I didn't notice. I never.
His eyes were in
my eyes are up here. Oh my God, my eyes are up here. It's okay. People drop stuff all the time.
People drop things. It's a live show. It proves that it's a live show and that it's alive. And what I liked so much about the Dennis Bono show is that he had a couch, and I was so tired and I wanted to sleep. And what else happened, if we have time for this, is that quickly I got into a fight with a cab driver who wouldn't give me a ride, and it was because I was black and he was African. And the only one who backed me up was the black chick behind me. She said, they don't like us anyway. And I was like, that's right. Because he was saying, James was saying, don't say that. And John was there. And
she was picking a fight with an African. He wouldn't drive her because the distance was too short, so it wasn't like a good fare.
It was 4 miles.
So she's fighting with an African, and she's saying that he won't drive her because she's black. There's a black man driving the cab, won't drive her because she's black, because apparently Africans don't like black people. I was confused.
He was so confused.
It made no sense to me. Neither did the other thing that you said a few seconds ago. You said he's got a great show, he's got a couch.
Oh, he has a couch.
Why is that the thing that stood out?
It was like a pull-out.
It
stood out for me because it's this huge, as you can see from the footage, it's huge, this stage. I mean, like, you're really on a Vegas stage. Not to say that the Trop wasn't, but this, ridiculous. It was like an acre.
It was an acre.
And there's a couch. It's like a pull-out couch, it's so big. And to walk just to walk up that way was just so much. And backstage was so exciting. And we met the singer, we had the hair people, and we met Zoe Bowie.
Zoe Bowie was there. Let's stop talking about it and show them.
There we go.
Here you go. Backstage at the Dennis Bono Show.
We're here live with Dennis Bono. We're getting ready for the Dennis Bono Show, and I'm excited. I'm thrilled. They told me it's a clean 5 minutes, so I took a shower.
Hello there.
So tell us about your show. How long have you been here?
Well, we've been in this location for 3 years, but the show has been nationally syndicated on radio networks. We're on our 14th year.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
I
fantastic.
keep moving. They haven't caught up to me yet.
Not yet, right? Well, I'm telling you, I'm excited to be here. I wanted to know, how did you start?
Well, I came out here, and I'm a singer, and I came out here in the 80s. Frank Sinatra brought me out. Julie Rizzo was his guy and became my manager, and they brought me out here, and I think I worked every hotel and worked with Don Rickles, and I did all of it. I think every hotel for long periods of time, and then you know, the genre was changing, so I decided to try to come up with a different approach so I could still do what I enjoy doing most, which is sing. And I came up with this idea for this variety show, which is it's a spin-off of the old Mike Douglas, Johnny Carson, a little bit of each. But and we do it in front of a live audience, needless to say, 500 people. And it's broadcast in different markets around the country. And it's radio.
That's fantastic.
That's
Can
fun.
you tell our audience where they can find you?
Well, if you look up the website, that'd be the easiest, because I can't tell you all the stations. But iTunes, and you can pull up any show from the past as well. But all the stations that air the show also stream. So if it's not in your location, you can pull it up on your computer. But look up thedennisbonoshow.com.
Wow, that's awesome. We can't wait. Thank you for being a part of JLTV.
Well, thanks. Thanks for being on the show today.
We're Jews. Tell it like it is, and never whine about it. All Jews, all the wine. You're watching James and Sunda.
She is the former lieutenant governor of Nevada. From New York, we say Nevada.
You don't know, but anyway.
You say Nevada,
we are,
I say Nevada.
Yeah, you know.
She's fabulous. Lorraine, what's your last name? You call her
Bono.
You do.
Lorraine
Hunt Bono. Okay, we are here with Lorraine Hunt Bono. I walked in and she was just so welcoming right away. She said, want a cup of coffee, want soda. She was
Well, I'm Italian.
Oh my God, there you go. She wants you to eat and she'll be insulted if you don't. That's what I'm saying.
You got it.
You know, to be a woman in power, how does that affect your relationship when you're involved with someone in show business?
Well, you know, we kind of share the spotlight. It's okay. Sometimes he's the star, and then sometimes I'm the star, depending on where we are. So if we're doing something politically, then he's my assistant.
Sure.
And if we're doing something showbiz-wise, then I'm his assistant. It works.
It works well.
That's a good match.
It is. It's a wonderful match. Well, we're both Italian, so that helps.
I'd like to see a fight in that house.
I'll win.
She won. I knew it right off the bat. She won. We're here with the lovely and talented Laura Schaefer, who will also be performing today, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun here.
How long have you been here?
In Las Vegas, all my life. I was born here.
Really?
My dad's a piano player. He came here with a band in '58, and that was the place to be, so we stayed.
That's great. So what are you going to be singing today?
I'll be singing Ain't Misbehavin', which is an old Fats Waller hit, and written in 1928.
Cole Porter, right?
No, Fats Waller.
Fats Waller. Yes.
But No Slouch was Cole Porter.
No slouch was Cole Porter. Very excited.
We're excited.
When a comedian goes out, they tell you to keep it clean. They don't tell you to keep it clean, do they?
They don't have to.
Whoa! Me, I need instructions to be clean. I have no idea who this audience. Who is this audience? What's the demographics? Can you help me out with this?
They're a little bit of an older audience. I don't know the exact demographic, but I'd say 40 and up.
Are there any Jews?
Well, I would say yes.
Okay, good.
I won't offend anybody.
I need them. Without the Jews, I'm nothing, because this is what we do. This is what we do. I'm a nice Jewish girl. I'm having a hot flash. You have to excuse me.
That's all right.
Is it me or is it me?
No, it's hot.
It is hot?
I just tell her that all the time.
I think it's him.
It could be me.
We're trying to go now. I'm so excited because we just got invited to Bootleggers, and so we're gonna have Italian food. And we just interviewed this woman who was the former lieutenant governor of Nevada.
We did.
And this is her restaurant. We had the strangest experience. I just got a cab driver kicked out. Not the guy who's driving us, because he likes me. But this other guy tells me I can walk to a restaurant. Now, as you viewers know, I have a bad ankle. And I reported him.
And even though the restaurant's close, and it's probably not the best fare you can get, it's close. It's probably going to be just a few bucks, but he didn't want to do it. And that's not the way it works when you're in the taxi line. You got to go where they want to go, right? Isn't that sort of like the rule?
And you know what he said to me?
Obviously, an airport is what you're hoping for or something, but it's like, you got to take us.
He shouted profanity to me, and he said no, don't say that.
You did.
He said the F word to me. He would not give me a ride.
I just don't understand.
We don't understand it. So let's see what happens, because I'm going to get, nobody says no to Sunda. Sunda doesn't like the N word, and that means no.
It was crazy. It was amazing. Sunda was absolutely right this time. Sometimes, she could be irascible, or she could be difficult. She can be difficult. In this particular case, this guy was out of line. He was completely out on your side.
Yeah, but what do you mean that I'm difficult?
I wonder
difficult.
if he like drove and stopped, and I was thinking, does he think he's gonna get out of the car?
No, but I would have told him get out of the car. I would have put my jersey on and said get out of the friggin' car. That's what I should have done. I know. What's he gonna hit me with? A twig?
All right, let's go backstage at the Dennis Bono show. See some of the more exciting Vegas entertainers that we got to meet.
And exciting moments. We are so excited to be here, Jewish Life Television. We are here with everybody who makes this show happen. And Lydia Ansell is from Arizona. Zoe Bowie is from originally.
I'm actually from Arizona as well, but I've been living in Las Vegas now for 8 years and loving it and hope I never have to go home.
Oh, that's great. And they're loving it. You can get back in here. She's so busy. It's Laura.
Social media.
Laura's doing social media right now. And it's such a crowd. And James, we want to hear your take on everything. How do you like the Vegas scene so far?
I love the Vegas scene. I really do. It's incredible.
Do you know what each person does here?
Yes, you're all comedians.
Pretty much. This is just so exciting to be just having you viewers watch us live from Sin City. I don't know why they call it Sin City. They should call it Cent City, because I'm down to my last cent. All right, that's what they should call it. I'm down to my last cent. Yeah, that's good. That's because it smells so good. Hey, freaks in the house, freaks in the house. And so, Jewish Life Television, you've never seen a show on your network like James and Sunda, and you never will. So you make sure that you tell everybody. I'm here with Joey. Joey said my name almost right. Almost right. No, you did get it right. You did get it right.
I said Sunda, but it's Sunda.
It's Sunda. It's Sunda.
It's close.
And so I was trying to decide what music to come on with, and I said brown sugar, thinking I'm brown, I'm sweet. Why not?
And Joey very politely said, we'll play you on with something nice.
Something generic that works.
Joey, tell us how long you've been here. You're on live with Jewish Life Television.
I've been in Vegas for 20 years.
What do you play? What's your...
Piano.
Piano. He's a piano player.
Yeah.
Joey the piano player.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
And what's your last name?
Singer. Yeah.
Joey Singer. Nice Jewish
You gotta go.
boy.
All right, Joey.
All right, Joey's getting ready. Am I going with you?
So you're in the second segment. So first you're going to have...
Don't forget me. That was fun. Joey's singer, and he's not a singer. He plays piano. That was quick. I love this. I love this action. I love this energy. Look how energetic James is.
I'm just so out of it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so out of it. I don't know how she does it, okay? I haven't slept in 4 days, and when I do fall asleep, phones are going off, and the phones now make me think the slots on my phone rings. I think I won. You know what I mean? Because it sounds like the slot machine bell. So I think that's...
He didn't win.
No, I'm up. I'm up. I mean, awake. I'm awake.
Phones are ringing. Phones are ringing. You hear phones. Your phone doesn't even work.
I'm gonna go sit at the bar and watch Sunda.
There's the phone. There's the phone.
Sounds like a slot machine just hit.
And the stage. Dave, here, Dave, let's go.
Now, first time on our show, she was on, you've seen our late night shows, and she was on The View the other day. Very, very talented, very lovely, very funny young lady who's starring at the Laugh Factory this week. Sunda Kronquist, ladies and gentlemen, first time on our show.
This is where we begin. How you guys doing? Good, it's good to be here. My name is Sunda. For the Jews in the house, my Hebrew name is Shvatza. Just getting a feel of the audience, that's all. My father's Swedish, my mother's African American, so you know what that makes me back in Jersey, Puerto Rican. Out here they think I'm Persian. It's very interesting when you come from a mixed background, though. It really is. I'm so mixed that you have no idea what my therapist has to go through. 16 years of Irish Catholic training, Irish Catholic school. Who went to Catholic school here? There you go. So raise your hand. You see that? She knows what to do. It's just automatic, right? It's either that or get hit in the back of the head. Boom, right. It's unbelievable. I was surrounded by girls with the strangest names like Maureen, Colleen, Chlorine, Fluorine, Saline. There was never a Sunda in the house. And those songs in Mass were so unbelievable. Remember how they used to go? Sons of God, hear his holy word, gather around the table. I was like, listen, if you want God to notice you, you have to be a diva. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be Aretha Franklin, but sing like Cher if you have to. But let God notice you. Sons of God, hear his holy word, gather around the table of the Lord. Eat his body, drink his blood. How's that for Cher, huh? How's that for Cher? Eat his body, drink his blood. The Jews are thinking no coffee, no cake. Many of you may recognize me. I'm probably one of the only comedians I know. I'm a black woman with a Jewish mother-in-law, so you know there was drama, right? And there was drama from the moment I met her. My husband decided to introduce me to my mother-in-law for Passover, for Pesach. In the car on the way to the Passover Seder, he leans over and he goes, look, we're not going to tell Mommy you're black. I said, that's brilliant, she'll never notice. But she noticed, and that's when I noticed that Jews can't whisper. Have you noticed this, ladies and gentlemen? I met Ruthie for the first time. I said, thank you so much for having me. Oh, pleasure's all mine. Have a seat. Elliot put my pocketbook away. I met the best friends for the first time, Edie and Mordecai. You know I'm not making this up because we have no Mordecais in the hood, all right? All right. Edie was this big, blonde Hungarian Jewish princess from Transylvania with green eyes, blue eyeshadow. Every time blinks her eyes, looks like traffic lights, saying, go, 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 go. Sweetheart, Ruthie says to me, you say you're black. You're such a beautiful girl. Why do you want to say these things about yourself? I'm school teacher 25 years in Brooklyn. Believe me, I know the black people. You are not black. So I said thank you, and then I stole her wallet, because that's part of the script, right? You give me a script I don't need. Believe me, I can't make this stuff up. People say to me, is that a made-up name? Is that a stage name, Kronquist? The correct pronunciation is Kronquist. Kronquist, trust me, I'm not making this up. Who wants that as a stage name? You know what it's like having my skin color growing up with a Nazi last name? You think that's easy? You think that's easy? My mother was Mrs. Kronquist. She was so black charcoal could make a white mark on her. I can't make this stuff up. Trust me, when you're Swedish and black and you look like a Puerto Rican and your mother a Jehovah's Witness who loves country western music and sells Amway while cheating on Mary Kay, gives you a Hindu first name and sends you to an Irish Catholic school, you convert to Judaism.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sunda.
Thank you.
All right, Sunda, you ready for more Vegas?
Yes.
This was your big day in Vegas,
My
you on the
big
Dennis
day.
Bono Show.
Yes.
Lots of fans, lots of excitement, lots of entertainers, you and your fellow Vegas entertainers. One of the amazing things about that experience was we met so many people who then came and saw us, and there were so many people in the audience who wound up writing letters to have you back on the Dennis Bono Show. That's how much you killed it on the Dennis Bono Show. She killed it.
I killed it.
Seriously.
I killed it. And just to think, nobody thought we could do that.
Nobody, I mean, when she was up on stage and the jokes were working, I couldn't believe it.
Why wouldn't they work?
I don't know.
Well, they were working and we killed it, and I can't wait to come back to see you, Dennis Bono.
We could see some more now.
Well, let's do that.
Thank you. Would love
Nice to have you here, darling.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
Wow.
You have a big living room.
I know, isn't it nice?
Well, your comedy made it a living room. All of a sudden, you drew the whole audience in with you.
That's fantastic. This looks like a Seder. I would hate to be there for the matzah at the end of the day.
That's an incredible, diversive background you have. And how you handle the humor with it is just most amazing.
Well, what are you going to do? Everybody thinks either I'm Armenian or Persian. The only people that know I'm black are other black people and the Beverly Hills Police Department. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Now, let me ask, and I ask this every time a comedian comes on. We've had so many really talented and legendary, but a lot of really young and up-and-coming comedians. How did you get started? Was it family? Because most of them say, well, I made fun of my Uncle John. Or, I mean, how did it start for you?
I'm from Jersey. My Uncle John's serving time. You know what I'm saying? So, I think actually being repressed and being in a Catholic school, the little things that you know, we just wanted to laugh, and we were always punished for things like that, right? Laughing was a venial sin. Laughing in church was a mortal sin. Although we were lying in confession, it doesn't matter. That's what bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was 7 days ago. And so, yeah, comedy comes from a lot of pain, and it was just, you know, kind of ambiguous in a lot of ways. You know, people can't figure out what I am. I didn't fit in my class all the way. They were my best friends, but I was the only kid like me. And so you kind of make fun of yourself as a defense mechanism. And my degree is in criminal justice from Seton Hall University. So before I did stand-up comedy, I did probation and parole review. So that was really interesting. You're telling me?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like being a woman in jail with those guys that have been locked up for 5, 10, yeah, they're hot. You know, you start looking around and you say, wow, he's cute in cell block 5. If he didn't kill anybody, he's in for armed robbery, I might get a fur coat. So, you know, I always think ahead. I always think ahead.
It's very, very funny stuff, and I am so pleased that you joined us today. I want to make sure that I plug your engagement here at the Laugh Factory.
Certainly, that
and
nice.
The show times are what days? You're from tonight? Or?
Yeah, I'll be playing through Sunday. You can go
2 shows a night.
2 shows a night. Go to laughfactory.com. It's at 8:30 and 10:30 are the shows, and you can follow me on Twitter at Sunda Lynn, and also James and Sunda. That's the show that I'm on every Wednesday night on Jewish Life Television, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you go.
JLTV.
A little film clip backstage. That was terrific.
That's right. We're taping here live from Sin City for JLTV because,
Well,
you know.
I guarantee you weren't intimidated when you went on The View, were you?
No.
No,
not
I'm
at all.
sure you had everybody on their heels a little.
Well, you know, I know Joy for a long time, and Joy Behar is just a fantastic comedian, and nobody can fill her shoes. But if anyone's out here, make sure they tell them that I'm available for the host position, okay? It'd be great.
At the Laugh Factory, a very, very beautiful and talented and very, very funny Sunda Cronquist, ladies and
Thank you
gentlemen.
all very much.
A short pause, coming right back. Don't leave us.
All right, we're going back to Vegas. You ready?
I'm ready. You got your money?
I wish we could literally go back and get our money, but instead we'll just show you some of the footage.
My best friends were Filipino, and they were, the last name was Liog.
That is the mantra of the races.
Right, but when I tell you my best friend, their dad was a dentist in the Philippines, and so he would do their teeth in the kitchen, right? And I would be there to help out. And then, because he couldn't get his license here in America. And here's the craziest story. This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. He hit the nickel slot jackpot in Atlantic City, and he had a heart attack right there on the floor and died. And then when his wife, they loved each other so much. They were such a beautiful couple and such beautiful kids that were so good to me. When his mom died, I got a very strange phone call, but they found my business card on her. Isn't that strange?
And did the cops question you?
No, but it was just odd that they found my business card on her. And just a month before that, a photographer came to my house to collect funds for a shoot that I did for Vibe magazine. And he just was trying to stay, and he says to me, I have a headache, and do you have any aspirin? I was like, no, because I wanted him to go. So here's the sad part of it. He left my house on 9th Street, and he had an aneurysm and was found dead on the street. I got a phone call that they found my business card on him. And his wife, by the way, was Asian, not for any other reason, but she was Asian. And they found my business card and a check written by me because I was paying him for the pictures, and I made good on the check and sent it to his mother, who lived in Virginia.
But I think the message of these stories you've just told us
is I'm killing people.
Is that if Sunda gives you her business card, you
You're definitely
are most
dead.
likely going to wind up dead.
Oh, do you want your card back?
No, that's not mine. That's James.
That was mine.
That's a real card. That's JLTV, Jewish Life Television. I work for James Harris. I'm going through. We're going to go through therapy because we have partner issues.
We do not get along.
We don't get along,
and we do not get along on camera.
On camera, right? We don't get along.
Yet we're hilarious together.
But we don't know why.
How do we do it?
Because John's here. John's the only one that understands. John's the only one that understands us.
You can't teach what we do.
Right. John is the only one that knows the abuse I go through.
The anticipation, being able to know what Sunda's going to do and be there for her and support her and come back with a line.
What we do is we try to think of things to do. You know, I am not the brains behind everything. John's the brains because he keeps us separated so that we don't fight. And it's terrible because
if you're the brains, John's the referee. What am I?
Oh, you're the biggest pain in the ass that ever walked.
I'm the pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Ugh.
Hello there.
I didn't know you went that way.
Only
but here's what I'm saying. James thinks that I'm mean and selfish.
Sometimes.
But I apologize profusely today for the first suggestion.
First of all, what she'll do is she will, and this usually happens in divorces, she will use the kids against me. She will actually say, like she'll be on the phone with Aviva, and she'll be like, he doesn't want to talk to you. Who tells a kid that?
I handed you the phone.
Of course I want to talk to her.
I handed you the phone. You went like this to me.
Stage.
You were coming off stage. You were coming off stage. And I said to Aviva, she wants to talk to you. You went like this to me. You went like this to me.
First of all, that's not true. But even if it was true,
it is true.
You don't say that to a kid.
Do you have gas?
No, I
wish. What's that smell?
Clark.
It wasn't me.
We're the comedians at the Laugh Factory this week.
Right, and we're at the Laugh Factory. Yeah, if you want to come, you know, obviously you go to Fantasy Island. But if you want to see a comedy show,
your call time's 5:45, and you're on from 6 to 6:15. So we're out of here at 6:15. We can get back to the Trop before 7 and get ready and do our show.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
All right, Sunda.
Do you believe we're here?
Here we are. We are on
Sin City. Oh my God.
Sin City. We're on the Las Vegas Strip at the Tropicana Hotel at the world famous Laugh Factory.
That's right, the one and only.
Sunda and I are here all week.
All week.
Doing comedy.
And no fighting.
She's your headliner.
I'm your headliner.
We haven't fought yet.
Don't take that in a bad way.
And our guest on tonight's show is Murray, celebrity magician. There he is, Murray. It is the best 4 p.m. show here in Vegas. He's here 6 days a week.
I am so excited. I can't wait to see
He's tremendous.
I mean, tell me what you love magic, first of all. People don't know this about James, but James was the first person to really introduce me to magic. And he took me to the Magic Castle, and I was all flipped out because I'm from the hood, and like when somebody pulls out my wallet off stage, that means they pickpocketed me in my eyes. And James says it's just good magic.
It's just good magic, even if they don't give it back to her. It's good. If you could pickpocket, you know, a lot of people think of them as criminals. I think of them as magicians. And Sunda did some magic on our way here, on our way to Vegas at the airport. Her bag was, I think, about 10 or 20 pounds over, and they wanted to charge her, and just like that, she got it down.
Now, this
to
is
30
what happened.
pounds.
I made a mistake, and I thought that the guy said I had to take out 50 pounds, so I was taking out 50 pounds of clothing.
The bag only weighed 50 pounds, but it was 10 pounds over, so she thought she had to take it. She just kept pulling things out. You just kept pulling things out, and you would just like put it in your bag, and then my bag would have been 50 pounds, so it didn't make any sense.
But you were carrying on, so it didn't matter. But I think one of the most impressive things is that he said that my bra was enhanced.
Did he say that?
Yes!
I just kept thinking you were getting angry with the guy, and they were just going to, you know, if you get angry with those people, they could just cut you out of the flight.
What do you mean, those people?
The people who are in the sky cabs, the people who are looking at your luggage, the airport. You have to be so nice to them.
Wasn't I nice? I gave them free tickets to the Laugh Factory after the fact.
You did.
And we managed to get here somehow. And just strange things have been happening so far since we've been here, which is exciting, but at the same time, unnerving. Believe it or not, James Harris has the ability to make me laugh so hard I can lose it. And if you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about.
But then I'll say to her, what were you laughing at? And she'll go, I don't remember. You don't remember? What were you laughing at last night?
I don't remember.
I gotta tell you though, at the airport, when you were pulling all the things out of the bag, it was like Mary Poppins. It was insane. Things just kept coming out. It was amazing.
But who knew that makeup was that heavy?
Well, I look at your face and...
There you go. Give her your facial hair first.
Okay.
Well, I should talk. So I'm just so excited. There's so many different people here, and I have to tell you something. They're all like, glam, and I love that. I love that, and I love being here. This is the first time I performed at this venue. I've been to Vegas many times before, but the Laugh Factory, certainly, when you see this green room, you're going to love it.
Yeah, and it's the best. The Laugh Factory is the best club in the world. The Hollywood one we're at all the time, and now at the Las Vegas one, just tremendous. We're very excited.
And you know what I like when they say it's guaranteed to give you laughs? It really is.
It really
I mean,
is.
even if you die on a joke, James, they laugh.
Non-issue. They laugh. Yeah.
They laugh.
Even if I die on a joke, they laugh.
Because I
Sunda
didn't
wouldn't know
die.
what that experience is
Because
like.
I would have no
She
idea
has
what
no
the
idea what it's
experience
like
is.
to have a joke not work. She's just flawless. Every joke is A+. I fight for every laugh.
No, when I die big time.
Yeah, you do.
I'm the only one laughing.
That is true. When you don't, yeah, you're laughing at your own act. You're your best fan.
I am my best fan.
You are.
I bomb, I laugh, I enjoy it, but I think what's really important.
And the only time you laugh at my act is when I'm not getting laughs. You find it so funny when they're not laughing at me.
Well, you know, it's called comedy.
Is that what that's called?
That's
comedy?
why you like magic.
All right,
Now,
well, listen, this is going to be a tremendous week in Vegas. We have a tremendous show. Murray is officially the first magician on the James and Sunda show.
And we are so excited and honored to
We
have
are
him.
bringing Las Vegas to Jewish Life Television.
From Sin City to your city. His name is Dr. James, was with a showgirl, but that was so many days ago. Time to come back and do a show, but the slot machines, they're just waiting, and you're gonna lose your hair if you keep on standing there, and then there'll come a time when you will go blind, cause the lights keep flashing, and you'll lose your mind in Vegas. With James and Sunda, you never know what will happen. Tell them the rest.
You just made that up off the top of her head, ladies and gentlemen. That
I'll
is
never remember
tremendous.
it.
That is
I'll never
tremendous.
remember it.
That was
Isn't that
unbelievable.
sad?
I mean, I just can't believe that is talent. That's
No,
great.
it's not.
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
She's singing that song, and all I'm doing is imagining the showgirl in Vegas and fantasizing about the slot machines, and I just can't wait to Google them again and watch the other. Gambling is such a high. It really is.
Dude, you didn't even want to see the girl afterwards because you wanted to go back to the machines.
So true, and that's sick. That is such a sickness.
She got
And
all dolled up without her props,
such a
and
sickness,
she had
yeah.
2 props. But
They wanted us to go dancing. She was like, we're going to go downstairs and dance. And Soon was like, yeah, let's go down and dance with them. And I was like, what about the machine?
yeah, and I was like, forget the machines,
Let's go
James.
dance with the machine. And the machine can't go dance. And
I
so,
wanted
yeah,
to
it's
dance.
sick,
I
it's
wanted
sick.
to dance. We had so
Look,
much fun.
It's such a high gambling. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know this.
Dude, I lived through the 80s. I don't need that, okay?
It's a better high than whatever you were doing in the 80s, okay? Look,
Wild Rose.
You could watch people doing whatever you were doing in the 80s on TV.
Dancing.
Okay? There's no World Series of freebasing, all right? Nobody's watching that on television, okay? But
What are you talking about? Is that baseball?
I thought you were talking about doing drugs in the 80s.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't go that far.
Oh, I don't know how far you went. But my point is people watch people gambling on television. They watch it because
Okay.
it's like a secondhand high.
Okay, well, I just want to talk about the people, and I
Okay.
want to talk about...
The drug
since-
reference was upsetting.
No, I can't remember that. I mean, I just
Okay.
experienced a lot in the 80s, you know, watching people, but it certainly does not satisfy. I think dancing, for me, forget about it. I would rather be out there dancing and, like, burning a calorie. You know what I'm saying? Like, burning a calorie. I think this arm muscle got bigger than this arm muscle, and it wasn't even pulling anything.
See,
I miss that.
You
I
miss
miss
that,
putting
yeah.
in coins and pulling the slot machine
That is
thing.
upsetting that now it's just paper, that you just get paper and you
Yeah,
gotta put the
oh
paper
my
back
God, wait a
in,
minute.
it's
We
just
get into a
paper.
fight, all right, because it won't take the paper. So he says, you probably got it wet. You got it wet, Sunday. You did something, you got it wet.
Yeah.
It's not taking the paper back because it was from another casino.
It's from another casino. And so we forgot that we had gambled at every casino we went to, and we had all these pieces of paper with like 30 cents. Because once we got to a point where the machine didn't take that much, you had to take
I
it
took
out.
the change.
Yeah, so
I left a tip.
we left the papers in the hotel room so that the person who cleans
Oh.
the room can go from all the casinos to collect her tip. or
His room
tip.
was the production
That's what we
house,
did.
was the production
we
room.
left
It was
like
always
6
clean.
pieces of paper that had like $1.50 on it, $2 on
But
it.
you know something? That's a tip.
That's a tip, but you gotta go and get it. We didn't want to go and get
God
it. 'cause
forbid we should leave that machine.
leave that machine, right? It was
It was just unbelievable. The gold coins, and then every time you touch it, I'm gonna hit it. This is James. All right, I'm gonna hit it.
First of all, you know, I won so much money on the Colossal Wizard and on Zeus. And on Zeus. You act like you were the one funding the operation, okay? I made significant contributions.
To what? Anxiety?
To our losses.
Stress,
All right?
depression,
I mean,
exhaustion?
we were tired, yeah. There's no sleeping
Thank
in
God
Vegas.
for hair and makeup. At one point, my daughter said, "Ma, your lashes look funny," because they were like flipping up on the side. But I have to tell you something. Everything that we're talking about, we're bringing to you live. We're talking about Vegas because we want you to have a sense of being in Vegas because we're going back to Vegas. James and Sunda is going prepared next time to Vegas. We're going to bring money.
We're going to bring money, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm going to have Sue Katz, the EP, hide the money from James.
And when we come back from Vegas after the next trip, we are going to talk about our winnings, not our losings. We're going to talk
Losings?
about... Losings? It's not a word?
I thought you were the young one in this group.
That's a word, our losings.
It's losses.
It's our losings.
Okay.
All right? We are going to talk about our losings. All right?
That's an LA thing for reals.
Well, it makes sense if you say winnings than you would say losings, even though losses is the right word.
So moose and meese?
Why could Snoop Dogg make up words every day and everyone thinks he's a genius? He's like, you know, smoking a bleezy for shizzle, all that stuff. I say losings and I'm an idiot. I want to be able to say words, and then all of a sudden people start using them. Like Snoop, he just...
If they use your words, you'll accuse them of stealing, so stop.
No, hashtag losings, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't say hashtag.
You can't say hashtag?
No.
Why not?
That's my line.
Yours is?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yours is.
Yours is.
Yeah.
Hashtag yours is.
They make fun of us when we say use guys in Jersey, but we know what we're talking about.
This is going to be my new thing. I'm going to make up words. Like
right. Let's make some money,
yeah.
okay? And tell this audience how much we love them.
We loves yous. Yeah. And keep track of your losings. Uses losings.
Okay, and let's just talk about one other thing that I wanted to say.
Please.
What I like about Vegas is that it really it encourages everybody to go out there. I mean, children, the handicap. If you're handicapped, come on out because they got something for you. My building, don't even get me started. There's not even a ramp.
Yeah, but
you got to hop on one foot if you have a broken leg.
I don't know if we should bring your children with us next time we go because, you know, we lose money. We might pawn the children just so that we can get another couple of rolls.
Are you kidding me? They would come after me, these people, and say, give me back my money.
Yeah, really?
Yes. I'm sure that our kids, my kids anyway, would be, they're all our kids at JLTV, by the way.
Right, they're all our kids.
They're all our kids.
That was quite a slip.
They're all our kids,
Our children,
yes. Our children at JLTV, Aviva and Tova, who represent this
Sunda's
network.
Kids.
Okay, they're my kids, but I'm just saying, I don't want to be Kathy Lee and talk about Aviva and Tova all the time, because the children that are out there watching always say, when are you going to have all the kids on? And guess what? I'm never going to have all you kids on at one time. I know better. I need my job, okay? Because I know what you're going to do. You're going to want me to talk about Maura Shaniqua, and that's a whole other episode.
Maura Shaniqua.
Yeah, because I keep telling them, you got to put on kippas. You're not going to. You have to
You're
wear your
making up
yarmulkes.
wordses.
No, come on.
Wordses.
Here's what I'm saying. I told them one day, you know what? You're disrespectful to your teacher. You need a black teacher. And the kid says to me, like, there's going to be a black teacher that comes to teach Hebrew. I said, son, one day you're going to look up, and Maura Shaniqua is going to be walking in talking about Boca Tov, y'all. Get ready, take out your siddurim, and put your kippahs on.
She's going to be
so
like...
that's what I'm saying, Maura Shaniqua. Maura means teacher.
She's going to say Boca Tizzle, boys and girls. Boca Tizzle.
To all of our people that are watching, tell them.
We're going to take a braces.
To everybody who's watching, thank you so much for watching. We love you, we love you, we love you, and good night.
Good night.